Now the On Your Side forecast with Chief Meteorologist Scott Dorval.
Now let's begin tonight with the weather picture of the day. This picture from about a week and a half ago, but I wanted to show this to you. Submitted by Shelby Hansen. Her son planted a seed in a cup, a sunflower seed, at church, and lo and behold, a beautiful sunflower has grown. This was a while ago. Maybe it's above the fence by now. Great picture. Thanks for sending that in. The winner of the Neil Allen Weather Picture of the Day. And you too can send your photos in to iContribute at KIVI-TV.com, and we'll get them on the air for you. Well, the air quality in central Idaho is not doing very well, depending on where you are. There's a fire that's getting a little bit closer to the Sun Valley area, at least from the rugged terrain west of Ketchum. And look at this view here about 7 o'clock this evening, 3 hours ago. Choking smoke. I looked at the last visibilities down to 3 miles in Haley. And when you're dealing with smoke of only 3 miles, you're dealing with some very unhealthy air that has developed around that smoke, of course, because of the smoke. This is a view from the top of Baldy, not looking very good. And so when you have the smoke, I showed you this the last couple nights, I want to show it again. Visibility now down to 3 miles, maybe less in some areas around Haley. 3 to 6 miles means you're in the unhealthy for some category. At 3 miles, that's the criteria switching from unhealthy for some to unhealthy. The bottom line is I wouldn't spend any time outdoors if we're in this category. So if you got thick smoke like that, you really don't want to spend much time outside, and it may be like that tomorrow as well. Treasure Valley air quality. Now the forecast for today was a 120. Before the day is over, we'll look at the number for tomorrow. Probably will end up in the moderate category, but just in case we were here. The forecast for tomorrow is now at an 87. So no orange air quality alert, but a mandatory burn ban is in effect. 3-degree guarantee. I thought we'd have more smoke today. Because of that, I thought the temperature would stay down. The smoke not as thick, but still pretty bad in the morning. I said 90. We hit 95 degrees. Tomorrow, the atmosphere is supposed to be a little hotter. I'm still going for 95 for the high, but it could get a little hotter than that tomorrow. Fire weather watch here because the atmosphere will be very dry and very unstable. A high Haines index, as they say in the fire industry. And what that basically gives is huge plumes of smoke, towering plumes, which unfortunately cause thunderstorms over the top, erratic winds that affect the fire, and you get rapid fire and erratic fire growth and potential in this region. Unfortunately, that's right where we're dealing with, and so we're going to keep an eye on tomorrow. It could be a very difficult afternoon for firefighters. Down to 57 in Stanley. It's still near 80 in Boise right now, and it does look like we're going to keep those temperatures on the hot side. It was in the 90s today for highs, and when you look at tomorrow, there's the heat. It builds even more on Thursday. So my Treasure Valley forecast for tomorrow, a lot of 97 showing up in Ontario, Emmett, Mountain Home, Boise around 94, smoke in the morning, and then just hotter in the afternoon with hazy sunshine. In the west central mountains, I'm talking about temperatures being in the 80s in Long Valley. We've had some good visibility here with some periods of smoke, especially in eastern sections, Boise County, getting into the 90s in most places. There's a fire just south of Idaho City at 75 acres, the Placer Fire, and that could spread some smoke next to Idaho City, but it might be pushing to the east. A lot of smoke there in the east central mountains around Sun Valley again tomorrow until maybe the weekend before it changes. Magic Valley, you'll be in the 90s tomorrow and not as much smoke. The smoke has been to the north of the Magic Valley. Hottest day is Thursday, near 100. Coolest weather on Sunday. Temperatures are going to drop back to the upper 80s, and there could be a breeze which will clean out some of the air if we get that change coming into the valley. And at least anything, it drops the temperatures, which is good, but erratic fire behavior is still likely with this fire. So.
Yes, and more heat.
We need precipitation.
We could use that. We're not going to see it either.
No.
Coming up next, the other white meat, or not, the new alternative that may find your way to your child's lunch tray this year.